I want to say something else about that prayer, something I learned from it, other than God's grace. But mainly it was that this prayer I didn't want to pray. I thought it was silly. I thought it was stupid. I thought it wouldn't work, and for some reason or another it did. The resentment prayer, which had God visit me in my room. And I mentioned it in a previous video. It's a prayer. It was in a Reader's Digest article. It's in the big book. Basically, you pray that somebody else that you're resentful against have all the health and wealth and happiness, all the things that you want in this world. You pray for them, and your resentment will eventually go away. But I had a dramatic spiritual experience, and I felt God's grace. And what it taught me was a couple of things. Other than all, I can't even explain what it felt like when He did that to me, or one of His angels, emissaries, the Holy Spirit. I just don't know. But I realized that I don't know anything about anything. Like all the books I've read about spirituality and prayer and theology is crap. Like, it's the simple, humble prayer that you want and aligns with His will somehow, however the universe aligns. You just don't know. And that's the whole point of this 90 and 90. I don't think I'm going to go in there, and hear probably anything that's going to help me, to be quite honest. I've heard it all before, 1,000 times over. As I mentioned, I went to my first treatment center when I was 16 years old. First 5-6 people that share are just bananas. They jump in there at the beginning and they're talking about every a couple of them had strokes, one had a brain surgery. I mean, it's just and not that God can't use them as an antenna or whatever, but it's the obedient showing up. I'm counting on God to enlighten me in some sort of way, maybe through what somebody says or maybe through something else. I have no idea. And as I mentioned this before, I'm like a goldfish staring out of a goldfish tank at Einstein, wondering, what he's thinking. Times a billion. You just don't understand. And the things that you think you got a problem with are not a problem. And the things that you think you need to work on, it's really something. You just have no idea. Almost anything. Until God decides to step in and enlighten you. Because He made you. And He's omnipresent, omnipotent, So anyway, I want to say that one more thing. All right, peace.